Oh, that's what you guys hand out? Chips on
Well,
Halloween?
we were gonna do full size candy bars, but we decided to like ease
Yeah.
in.
Mm,
Like, here, have a bag of chips. You know.
So
nice.
you didn't
Yeah,
want to be that cool house that gives out the full size candy
last year
bars.
we did full size candy bars,
Well,
but we
we
only got
we
2 trick or
did
treaters, and we had to go find them.
we did warn the new owners of our old place that because we were the family that gave out full size candy bars. It's like you have to
Oh yeah, that was nice of you. They're gonna get eggs.
because nobody
No
ever
full size
came
candy bars this year, a hole.
because the thing is where we lived is because we lived on a service road
Oh, okay.
and how inside of this little but it was like right off of like a main street, so it was like Hanson,
Yeah,
but it wasn't Hanson. So
yeah,
it was like Hanson Boulevard was the street that we lived on, but like what
right.
we actually lived off was like a little tiny service
Service
road
road.
inside of our little
Sure, sure. I
condominium
get
that
it.
we lived in.
Yeah, I live in a cul-de-sac at the bottom of a pretty big hill that kids just don't have any intention of climbing back up, and nobody else in the neighborhood really gives out candy. So it's like they don't even come our way, because people at the top of the street, at the top of the hill, don't have their lights
Oh,
on.
but
They're not
we
giving
we
out
we
shit.
forced people to start giving out candy in our neighborhood because it's like,
Wow,
no, we're gonna have full size
terrorists,
candy. Yeah, we are.
terrorists
We're bad people.
Well,
terrorizing the neighborhood.
where I live,
Give out candy, you cheap
it's
sons
not
of
as great.
bitches.
It's not as great for trick or treating, but
And
where my
and the
folks
best
live,
part,
since they live like
best
right next to City Hall,
Oh, that's cool.
so
and the best part
Yeah,
is
that's a
is
big deal.
if you're an adult, we hand out adult beverages to adults. So
Oh, nice. Wow, you go all out, man.
hey,
My wife
it's my
did
type of the
chili one
year.
year.
I'm
Yeah,
the spooky one. I get to do my spooky thing.
that's cool. My wife did chili one year, like sat out there with like the burner, like the camping burner with the propane, and had a pot of chili up there, and we had styrofoam cups. She forgot to get bowls, so all we had was styrofoam cups. She remembered the spoons, but yeah, so
Drink your
we're just
chili.
yeah, drink your chili. No, they had spoons, but still, yeah, that's a really nice thing to do. Well, let's get it going. Taylor's here now. We can start.
Mm,
We're always waiting on Taylor.
fuck you.
Right. Right. There you go. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I got another.
Wizard comes and goes. He is never
No.
late, nor is he early.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I love that damn movie so much.
Great movie. Great movie.
So good. So good.
Fucking
The
amazing.
effects still stand up, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, they do.
Wow. Freak Welcome back. It's another episode of this Geeky Comics Outright Geekery's Comic Book Shit Talk Show.
Shit talk show.
We got the whole gang. Elmer, Taylor, Andy, and Dave. I still hadn't talked to Adam about coming back, but he knows he's welcome. But easy one, the fun one of the week, the one where I don't have to do any shit. All the new books coming out this week, man. It is a super light week. We are really going to get through
It
this
is a
quick.
very,
Does any-
very light week.
What's y'all's favorite like horror movie franchise? Anyone have like one off the top of your head?
I
Go ahead,
don't
Taylor.
know. Well, no, you go ahead. I mean, Andy, you're like the horror guru here, so I'll defer to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like I do like franchises. Friday the 13th is a good, like
It's okay.
stand
Yeah.
by.
It meanders
Especially-
quite a bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of ups and downs to it, but if you
If
get
you
to the
could-
Kane Hodder stuff, it's fine.
If you could machete cut the Friday the 13th franchise and make a good trilogy, what would you do?
Ooh.
Oh, so just do the Tommy Jarvis trilogy. Just do what that'd
That's
be
not bad. That's a little Corey Feldman kid.
Yeah,
one.
just
Yeah.
do 4, 5. Just do 4, 5, and 6.
That's
all
actually
you
a
need to
really
do.
good call, Andy. That's a really good call.
I mean,
But
honestly, yeah, like that's the problem with like a lot of them. Is just like all like the Halloween, like when you're on like Halloween like 8 or 9, or you're on like Friday the 13th, like part 10 or whatever.
There's a handful of good Halloween movies. I do like Season of the Witch. I know that's not a popular
I
opinion.
mean, that's
not.
fine. I'm more talking about how like you eventually get to the point where they're really going through the motions. Like
Yeah.
there's some idiot
Right.
teens. Here's the
Right.
slasher.
Well,
go
that's why I
nuts,
mentioned it. My favorite horror movie franchise, I think, because I've been rewatching them lately, is The Purge.
Purge
I
is pretty good. Yeah.
It's better
adore
than you would expect. Yeah.
dude. It's so
I mean,
good, and the reason I think I like it so much is like it takes its plot, its theme, its overarching theme of this holiday, this fascist holiday, The Purge, and uses it throughout to tell like all these different stories.
Yeah,
set
it
in
takes-
this event. I
Yeah.
think that just really
It-
works well.
Okay,
Yeah, The
so let me ask you
Purge-
this: does Alien count as a horror franchise?
Yes, it
Sure.
does.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
then
it
I'm gonna
does.
say
100%
Alien.
yes. Yeah. But
Even
man,
though there's
good
like
shout out
two,
there, yeah.
there's like 2.5 good movies. But
yeah,
still.
there's only like
Yeah.
2.5 good movies. Even I would put Alien versus Predator on there because I
Honestly,
love
that's the
AVP.
half because
That's
like
the half.
Yeah,
It's
you have
that's
so
Alien, you have
rad.
Aliens, but then like
Yeah.
You have
all the other
Al-
Alien movies. Are pretty
Yeah,
bad.
Aliens,
the first,
Predator.
the
That's it,
original
that's it.
Alien and Aliens is probably the better of the franchise.
Oh, 100%.
A
Oh,
good
unquestionably,
suspenseful
yeah.
movie. I wouldn't necessarily consider it horror, but I would say Predator is a good movie in that
Yeah,
way.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
if that's
Predator-
horror
It's
either.
not
You know,
horror.
Predator's
I
stock
don't think
is
it's horror.
interesting because
It's
like
horror adjacent. It comes as
Predator
It is
horror.
horror adjacent. It's in the horror neighborhood for sure.
Yeah,
the
it's in the
original
horror
Predator
neighborhood.
is great. Like that does like really toe the line about is it a horror movie? But like if we're gonna count it, then that is a good choice because like Prey was really good. And I'm literally looking forward to this like World War I Predator movie they're doing now.
Oh, yeah.
World
Dude,
War I.
that sounds insane.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
so
was that a
supposedly,
I thought that was a real thing I saw where like it's the Predator and like I think they're calling it Prey No Man's Land.
It's on
the-
hold
yeah.
right now, of course, because of the
yeah, it's on
ongoing
hold.
strike.
It's
but,
a
yeah,
supposed thing. It's in development, so
it still may not happen, but
it
yeah,
may
it
not
will.
happen. So don't
Yeah.
hold your breath.
I
All right,
always,
y'all.
I always gravitate
ahead.
towards like the vampire horror movies.
That's good.
Let's go
I've been
classic
like I
the old
mentioned,
Universal or
like I mentioned yesterday. I've been recently on a kick rewatching like the old Hammer horror.
Oh,
films.
Hammer films are great, David.
Dude,
Yeah,
But,
so good.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee, yeah.
Yeah.
But vampire movies in general, like Lost Boys. Lost Boys is a great vampire movie.
Oh, yeah.
I love the
Oh,
Lost
yeah.
Boys.
I still believe. All right, let's
even
do
if
it.
we want to say like vampire could be a genre, but it's definitely not a franchise though.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Well,
I mean,
there's
genre
there's-
franchise. Take your pick. You know.
yeah. Okay, comics coming out this week. It's a very short list. Yeah, here's Nathan. Nathan coming back for 2 nights in a row. Holy shit! Prey World War II. Is that what it is? But
Well,
yeah, either way, thanks for stopping by, dude. But
either way,
yeah,
it's gonna be something.
the thing about Prey is you could do that with like any fucking thing. Set them back in the samurai
Like
days,
after
in
after Prey
Africa,
came out, yeah,
in the
people have been
they
Mayan
were asking
era.
for that.
spitballing all sorts of like, you want to see Predator versus Samurais? Fuck yeah, let's do that. Or like
Dude,
Predator
who
versus
doesn't?
Vikings, bring
there's
it
been-
on.
Yeah, if you thought of it, they have thought of it, and they're going to try
Right.
to make
Yeah.
sure that they can do justice.
I mean, I guess
like
the
they did in
only
first one.
you gotta
Yeah.
in order to keep that fresh though, you gotta let the Predator win sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise there's like it kind of loses like all of its. The
that's why-
Predator loses a lot of its heat. If he just loses to every like
Yeah, he
medieval
loses every
human
damn
fighter.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except Alien
Predator-
versus
That's
Predator.
why I think this
Predator
next one's
versus
going to be a
Leonidas.
total Predator,
Yeah.
just like slog fest, where the Predator's is going to be like, no, I win, fuck you all.
Yeah.
I think this
Okay,
next
back
one's
to
gonna be a
comics.
Predator win.
I really would like to see
comics
the
drop-
Predator.
Oh
versus
yeah, just let the
Aliens
Predators
on
just
the
go
comic.
around and kill Nazis. Just that's just
That
it.
would be
Oh, dude, that would be
fantastic.
rad, dude. That would be so rad.
We want to see
Yeah, man.
Nazis pissing their pants. Yeah, and then Predator can get in a win. Everyone wins.
Yeah.
Except the
Nathan
Nazis,
back
fuck
in-
them.
Nathan back in the chat. Predator, Blood and Sand were hands down the best comics. Yeah, dude, they were
Yeah, Blood and
freaking
Sand was excellent.
great.
Good
I
shout out
loved
there.
it. I loved it. All right, these are books coming out 11/1. We're at a new month, and they're basically treating it like the last Wednesday of the month.
Yeah, it's
you
the
get
last
these
week
books
slash
tonight
new
or
month.
something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Predator versus Barney. Do it. They're doing a Barney movie, by the way. I don't know how it's going to work, but so Image, good comics for bad people. I don't know why Image still gets a section over here because it's the only Image
All
book
their stuff is still
in
in
the Image section. So
all their stuff is
confusing.
still in the other
So
stuff,
confusing.
though.
I'm gonna stop harping on that someday. But over on Boom, Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer hits issue 4 or 5. Ghost Lore hits the halfway mark with 6, and we get Rangers Academy number 2. The only debut there is a book called Space Between $5. It's Karina Bechko though, with Danny Luckert doing the art. So I mean,
I'm actually surprised by the price point of this, but I think it's going to be very interesting. You know, this
Yeah,
is a
the
love story in
blurb-
space,
the
but you know,
description did sound pretty cool because there's going to be like a caste system involved. So I mean,
yeah.
If you're familiar with BattleTech, you know the caste systems in space. Hey, it's clans.
Right. So they're on an arc, an interstellar arc known as the Dodona. The population of workers live in strictly separate castes, like David was saying. And during the journey, that will take multiple generations. But everything changes when a pilot from the upper tier falls to the lower levels and meets less, and they must risk everything, not just for themselves, but also for everybody on the ship. Each issue in the series features a new pair of protagonists and a new generation of humanity in a sci-fi epic. That's interesting. That's the hook
yeah, this is going to be very
for that
interesting.
for this book for me anyway. Each issue is going to like look at the next generation of these individuals. So this looks pretty cool. The art's fly, dude. The art looks great. So yeah, definitely something I'm looking out for this week. That's Space Between. Boom Studios. Moving on to DC. Not much over at DC this week. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom special. This seems just kind of like
That's
sort
just
of a
pimping
cash
out the
grab.
movie,
Everything,
right?
yeah, everything is a cash grab.
Yeah.
We know because these motherfuckers are in business to make money. But this seems like they're putting it out for no other reason than to take advantage of the movie. I'm not saying
The
there's
movie
anything wrong
doesn't
with
come out
that.
for a while.
No, this
though,
is
you know?
just
Yeah.
movie's been
basically
pushed
Or I
for
guess
the
they're trying
movie.
to get the collection out by the time the movie comes
Yeah.
out.
I mean, maybe. A lot of variant covers for that one. Scorched Earth, the Gotham War book, is finally going to wrap that. I've already seen the spoilers for this, and I think we're going to be pissed when we talk about this book on Sunday, but we will see.
Oh, does everything just turn into Vandal Savage?
Yeah, everything has kind of turned into Real Savage.
Ah,
Oh, well.
fuck.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that book next week. I know I'm still going to read it, even though it sounds kind of lame, but.
For all I
So
still
there was
like
a
this
reason they
Gotham
put 'em
War
in there.
event, but like I liked it overall, but it did feel like they just kind of, started with an interesting like philosophical debate and then fucking caveman Hitler's here,
Yeah.
Yeah, Caveman Hitler. Nathan in the chat just wants the Aquaman movie. Dude, I do too. Not really because I actually like the first Aquaman movie. I don't have a problem with it, but
I mean,
I'm
the
just
first
ready for
Aquaman
all of
movie
that
was
business
dumb
to
as
be
fuck,
over.
but it was fun.
It was.
Yeah,
the first
but
one
it
was
was
have to
dumb,
remember-
better than
Big dumb fun.
expected.
You have to remember that they had that Warner Brothers decided that they needed to test screen it into oblivion to make sure how much Amanda Heard could be on the screen without pissing people off.
What is
So,
the
Yeah.
minimum amount of Amber Heard that we can do? Yeah.
It's so weird, dude. It's still weird. She's still gonna get paid no matter what. Seems weird.
Yeah, I mean, she
dude,
made her
Dane,
bones,
I
no
need
matter
closure.
what,
Me
yeah.
too, buddy. I need closure on. I don't even like calling it the Snyderverse
they
anymore. He only
spent
directed like 2 of
2
those
years
fucking
on this
movies.
movie in previews.
Yeah, dude.
We're
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, they just need to hurry up and release that shit. So.
Oh, but hey, there's
so-
Gotham by Gaslight. If you don't already have it, that's worth looking at.
Yeah, Batman Gotham by Gaslight
Oh yeah,
gets
and
a new
trade. That's
collection for
excellent
20.
pickup.
I did want to mention the Bodies trade paperback 2023 edition. This is like a show on Netflix or some shit now, and it's like a huge deal. So, yeah.
Why is it in the DC section?
Detective 1076. It's a DC book.
But the TV show has nothing to do with DC.
I
does it?
know.
Okay.
It has to do
Okay.
with this. It was like it's not set in the DC universe. It's like one of those books that I don't know what the actual like logistics is of the contract or anything. I just know DC published this book originally, and now it's a show. I think again on Netflix, but I've never read the
could
book
not
or seen the
comment to
show,
that.
so I have no fucking clue. I just read the article about it. Again, Detective
Yeah,
Comics.
it is on Netflix.
Yeah, thank you. Our man in the chair. All right, a big ask here. A lot of cool variant covers, but it's $10. Nathan in the chat. The wait is annoying. It's like, yeah, dude, it's not good. The wait for that shitty Aquaman movie, and I know it's going to be terrible, but I don't care. But yeah, this is a return
30th
of
anniversary
Superman
of the return of
30th.
Superman. Yeah.
Wasn't it
A
like
lot
a
of
couple
diff-
years ago they were doing the death of Superman 30th, which, I guess this tracks, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
They spent like I think it was like a year and a half without Superman.
Yeah.
Like, the official
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah, they had like the four
Wasn't it
Supermen.
even called like a year without a Superman or something like that?
It was.
Yeah, it was.
It
They
was.
had
Yeah.
Red Superman, Blue Superman.
No, that wasn't
Yeah.
that.
That was
something
after.
else.
That was
Yeah,
after
that was after that.
Yeah.
Oh,
This was you
Well,
had
we got
androids, you had
Steel,
Cyborg Superman, you had Superboy,
Eradicator,
or
Superboy.
you had
I mean, they've got
Eradicator
'em, I
and Steel.
think, on
were
this
like
cover.
The
oh,
whole-
it was Reign of the Superman is what it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. There's just a shit ton of
Yeah.
like,
They've got
oh
him on this
no,
cover.
Doomsday killed
Damn,
Superman.
that is
So
a
what's next?
Huge. freaking
Man,
cover.
they have been. This has been a 2-page
Five's other
spread in
one.
just about every DC book I've been reading for the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm very familiar with the cover there.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this kind of just plain cover with just the symbol on it.
Well, they kind of
Another
harken
one.
Oh
back
yeah,
to
they got
the
the
Polybag.
Superman. It
Yeah,
looks like
that's cool.
Yeah, the Death of Superman cover is always
Yeah,
good.
that's rad.
You
Yeah.
gotta love the Death of Superman cover.
Death and Return of Superman on SNES. Oh wow, dude, that's way back.
that's
Nathan.
a callback, man. Nathan
Yeah,
hit that
that
out
is
of the park,
way
man.
back.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
Man, Superman 64
Uh,
kind of killed Superman's video game reputation, but yeah, I guess
Yeah.
they
It's
did
'cause
have
of that
some decent
Leroy
Superman
has
stories before.
It was that stupid
Yeah.
bullshit, like go through the rings thing in like 10 seconds, and it took you like an hour to fucking do.
Yeah.
Mm.
Leroy has a great idea for a Superman game where Superman doesn't have a health bar like Metropolis has a health bar. And you've got to go and beat everybody up before they destroy Metropolis. Dude, that's a great fucking idea, man. Open
That's a
I
world
good
get that
Superman.
idea because, like, you know,
That'd be
like that's one of the
rad.
problems with having Superman in a video game. Is like, you know, what am I going to be facing that's going to be able to hurt Superman? But like, oh no, they
Yeah.
can't hurt Superman,
Don't
but they
give
can
us a
destroy
Superman.
Metropolis.
Don't
Yeah.
give us a Superman game.
Superman
Give us
is
a
a
Clark Kent
Deus Ex
game.
Machina.
The Clark Kent game sounds lame. What are you going to do? Go around and take pictures and write an article?
No, you wouldn't
about-
even take pictures. Jimmy Olsen would do that.
Oh, that's
You'd
right. He'd have to have a
just
sidekick do it.
be-
The
yeah,
second
you'd have to
controller.
You'd be writing
Give
the
Jimmy
articles
Olsen
and then like
give
filing your
Jimmy a health
taxes
bar.
and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. He's
Oh, well,
doing
that's
his
just you making it like an escort mission if you just have to keep Jimmy Olsen
Yes, make
alive.
it the ultimate escort mission. Just escort Jimmy around Metropolis. Make sure he takes pictures and doesn't die. There you
Yeah,
go.
make sure he doesn't fall in love again. Anyway, Spirit World number 6 wraps that series. I really
This,
need to
I think,
catch
has
up
been
on
my
that.
favorite of these
Yeah.
these Visions books that they've been doing. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely here for the finale.
Finally, we do get a Super Sons omnibus. It's the Super Duper edition. Don't know if it's worth $125.
No,
yeah, I
it's
don't know
not.
about that. That's a
No.
big ask.
But it's a lot of comics, man. It's like
This
30
wasn't
damn comics.
bad, but this was like, I don't know if this is like omnibus worthy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, you do have, you know, you have Damien and you have John in there, but it's too much of an asking price. There's a lot of
Yeah.
comic books. Yes, there is, but
Mhm.
yeah, you know, lower the price a little bit.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of ask.
They need to make a Russian Superman and Batman movie into a Grand Theft Auto game. That'd be okay. I mean, an open world Superman is definitely the way to go, no matter how they do it. But we also get a Supergirl special number 1 because she's on her way. I guess she's getting a new ongoing series. And
Well, yeah, I
Superman
guess
is
this
hot.
is like
the whole
that,
Super family
that
is hot
Power
right
Girl
now.
special that they did a few months ago,
Yeah.
probably, you know?
Yeah.
Moving on to Marvel, Avengers number 7. I'm anxious for this because it's a new arc. The first arc seemed like it was just kind of, you know, getting its feet wet and getting into the pool.
Well,
Now
the
I
first
think we're
arc
gonna
was a
start
shonen
swimming.
tournament arc, and I enjoyed
Yeah.
it because I love shonen tournaments. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. Like, I enjoy Jason Aaron's better, but I'm still enjoying this so far for what it is.
Yeah, I am too. Man, that's a great series of pages. Like Wanda holding Vision, you know, and then half of the page was then still, you know, down there, and then the other half. That's very well done. Yeah, I'm anxious to read this. CF Vila is doing the art, I guess, on this issue or this arc. I'm not sure yet, but a couple variants for that. And then, I mean, it's not really a lot. Doctor Strange number 9. It's Jeff, the
Yeah,
Jeff
don't forget
verse,
Jeff.
number 1, all ages. Yeah, I'm not really into Jeff. He's cool when he shows up in a Deadpool book, but we'll see. Nathan, I'm excited to see where Marvel takes the TVA. I would really like to see Miss Minutes actually come into the 616 and make the TVA like a thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be with Loki, but I think I know they already exist in Marvel Comics or have, but
Yeah.
Miss Minutes hasn't, and I think the TVA is a really, really cool thing that now with its newfound, adoration because of Loki.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
much higher
it's widely
profile than it
popular,
did
dude.
before.
Yeah, it's widely popular now. What else we got? Magneto #4. It's one of these throwback legacy whatever books.
Time capsules.
Scarlet Witch time capsule. Scarlet Witch #10 continues that run, and then we get
Then we got
Spider
Spider-Boy
Boy
#1,
number
yeah.
1. Yeah, Dan Slott, Paco Medina with Spidey's sidekick. I have not been keeping up with this shit from ASM. Who the hell is this dude with a bowling ball for a fucking head? What are we doing, Marvel? What is going on?
I mean, I'm
Dan
sure
Slott
that's
gives no
supposed to be.
fucks.
Give them a break. That's supposed to be stupid. That's
Oh
supposed
no,
to
it
be
is.
like look
No, it is.
at this idiot who they're having to beat up.
Oh,
That
and
being
they
said, I
throw him through a
don't
wall.
really. I read that story where they introduced Spider Boy, or at least like where he was in there for like a panel or so. But
They tried to
Yeah.
introduce them.
I don't know that
Yeah.
I'm in for this one. I don't think. I'd be interesting to hear what's going on here, but this is just whatever for me. Although I do like a lot of these homage
Yeah.
covers.
Oh yeah, I was just about to show off this one. This is FF #1 homage, right? Or yeah,
It's not FF #1.
or Spider-Man.
That's
It's not Spider-Man
#1.
Spider-Man
#1.
#1.
Well, maybe it is Spider-Man. It's a cover of Spider-Man where he was infiltrating the Baxter Building. I don't remember
Yeah.
which number it was.
Yeah, I think it actually is Spider-Man #1, but I'm not sure. Nathan is still kind of jaded because of only 6 episodes. Yeah, I mean, if they can tell their story in 6 episodes, that still leaves us 2 more episodes. And exactly, I've enjoyed it, thus far. So yeah, we're all over Loki on Sundays. But Star Wars #40, still that Dark Droid stuff. It's not bad. Superior Spider-Man poster, but the big book, in my
Yeah.
opinion, at Marvel this week, Hickman and Caselli,
Ultimate Universe.
Ultimate Universe
Let's
#1.
go.
That was
Let's
the Amazing
go.
Spider-Man #1 where he was going into the Fantastic Four.
Cool. I thought so, man. I had a T-shirt that had that on there once upon a time. I've never had a copy of that book, obviously. Anyway, yeah, this looks dope. I'm excited for it. It's a little bit pricey, we got a $7 book, but it's gonna be a little bit extra meat on the bone because Hickman and anything is better than the Inhuman show. Yeah, we don't even talk about the Inhuman.
We
show
don't talk
here.
about the Inhuman show here. Please do
I
not
didn't
talk
think
about
it was.
Thank goodness for
I
Strange
didn't think it
New
was
World.
that bad. It was just it was a network TV show. It wasn't nearly any better
Yeah.
or worse than most of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Venom
that's where the studio
27.
decided to pull rank and decide what was better, and that was not the good choice to go with. That's
Yeah,
why
well,
we
it
don't
was the
talk
whole
about
time when
it.
they were
It
trying to
wasn't
shit
bad
on the
as much
X-Men.
as it was just completely forgettable. It was vastly overshadowed by a lot of other things.
Yeah. White Widow #1 comes out. Yelena Belova coming back. It feels like they kind of missed the timetable on this. I'm sure
Oh, yeah, that should've
Yelena.
been a
Well, they
little bit
still have
earlier.
the
Still gonna
Thunderbolts
be
movie
hanging
coming out. So that's probably what
Yeah.
they're trying to get it out for.
Yeah. And then X-Men 28 with a whole bunch of variant covers. Some pretty good ones, actually. But
I like that one with Cyclops.
we get to, I think, I don't know. Is this the issue? I'm not sure. This might be the issue where we find out who Captain Krakoa is, but I know who Captain Krakoa is. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I figured it out.
Krakoa
so.
ends
Do you think
coming-
it's Hydra Cap?
Yeah, I think it's Hydra Cap.
Krakoa is coming to an end pretty soon.
I know. It almost makes these books seem almost meaningless. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, Nathan's still talking about TV. X-Men 97 is coming. I'm actually really excited about that. I've rewatched the X-Men animated series over the last year or whatever over the course of a few months. And yeah, it doesn't really still hold up in the same way that I was expecting it to, but it still made me excited.
Oh, it holds up pretty darn good.
It does. No, it does. But I don't know. There's some shit in there that's a little bit dated, but
Yeah,
it's still good.
there's some
I'm still
stuff
having a great
that
time
you can
with it.
get rid of, but still.
Yeah. So yeah, X-Men 97 is going to be cool. All right, yeah, that's it for Marvel. They got the Ultimate Universe. That's really it for
Yeah,
me.
that's basically
Avengers
what they
looks
have
good, but who gives a shit? They ain't got nothing else. But Alice Cooper #2 over at Dynamite. Draculina, Gargoyles, Dark Ages. Savage Red Sonja gets a brand new run. That should be okay. Red Sonja is always a winner. She's been around this long for a reason. So
Yeah.
yeah, Red Sonja. And then really that's it. We got Victory and Vampirella. So moving on to everything else. Again, it's kind of slim pickings this week. Kind of slim pickings. I'm halfway through the High School X-Men show. Oh, that was actually really good. I liked when the X-Men were
X-Men
doing that.
Evolution, right?
Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Where,
enjoyed that quite a bit, man.
Yeah, it was
isn't
one of
that
the better
where,
X-Men
Great
shows. I mean,
animation.
Yeah,
the
they had
original like 90s X-Men is probably always going to be top of the pyramid there, but X-Men Evolution ain't bad at all.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
I like
That's where
Is
we
that
got.
the one-
That's where we got introduced to X-23.
Is that the one where
true.
Jean
Think so.
Grey, Rogue, and Scarlet Witch did the whole entire like craft from
Yes.
the movie The Craft thing
Yes,
down the hallway?
they did that
type
whole
thing?
dance
Yeah, okay.
thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
I thought that was the
That's
take
good.
on the Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Faith dance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
right.
they did a lot of references in that.
Well, they had the time to do it. They really weren't
I
held
thought
off
the dance
by
was Rogue and
anything.
Kitty Pryde, or maybe
There
you
was.
guys are
There
talking
was.
about something
That's
else.
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Is the
I
title
think
sequence.
Nathan
the
in the
fuck
chat
ever,
wants,
okay.
wants Arnold Schwarzenegger to pull off King Conan. I think he's too old for that. Maybe
I
a
think he
cameo
could do it.
and something.
Hey, Arnold
I
I mean,
think
Schwarzenegger
he'll
said he's
do it.
done
He's-
acting.
it's old Conan,
got-
so
He has videos of him still using the sword and swinging it like he did when he
Right.
portrayed Conan.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
he's
I'd
still
watch the
got
hell
that.
out of it, but yeah.
Yeah,
if
but
he
he's-
wants to,
he's-
he could. I don't know if he wants
He's
to.
officially retired from acting, so
Yeah.
according to
Haunting
him.
on Mars, #1.
Actually, that was the first book I was going to talk about.
Yeah, I figured. Scout Comics, Zach Chapman, Rory Coleman. Mars is a wasteland, a dead colony founded by a dead billionaire holding darkness and secrets within. Secrets which Echo Team are sent to uncover. A hacker, a psionic, weird, an empath, a soldier, and their corpo loyalist leader. They've crashed far from the landing zone, and their sanity's already unraveling.
Shades
like
of
Doom.
Wayland Yutani.
Sounds like Doom.
It kind of does.
Yeah. Yeah. Any Top Cow coming? Yes, I believe there is some Top Cow down in this section. All the image shit's down in this section somewhere. But
yeah, everything's down here.
yeah, right. Almost Dead, #1.
Yep,
Somewhere
another
between
one I
pure
was gonna
exhilaration and sheer
bring
terror
up
is
here.
Almost Dead. It's written by Galaxy. I guess that's a person. And art by Ryan Benjamin. Looks like your typical
Zombie horror.
zombie shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like zombie horror.
A
shit.
little.
Yeah, I'll read it. If I can find a copy of that, I will check it out.
Always another good horror franchise to fall back on.
Yeah, I like a zombie book. I like having a zombie book that I can regularly, go and pick up.
The next book
what's
I
next,
had
Pete?
picked that was Bad Karma. It's
Yep,
a
I got that.
hardcover,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
the premise of it sounds real fun.
First printing is limited to like 4,000 copies. I don't know if they mean 4,000 or 400 because of the way the comma is put there, but whatever.
It's Diamond.
It's Alex DeCampi and Dean Cuniff. Yeah, and Dean Cuniff. So looks cool.
A group of
after
mercenaries
finding out
find
Aaron
out that
Carter-
an innocent man is
Yeah.
serving time for their crime. They get into the Christmas spirit to bust him out.
Sounds so cool.
Yeah.
That sounds so cool. That sounds fun. Cool. What's next? Oh, Blood Command. We
Uh,
got to talk
Blood
about Blood
Commandment.
Commandment.
Yeah.
It's Simon
forget this.
Kudransky, who's been doing a book called Something Epic. I don't know how this dude can do what he do, because he must draw just as fast as I'm talking right now to be able to get all of this shit done.
Yeah, it seems like he's just like putting out like so many books really quickly, but his artwork is
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah, and he's writing and
I mean, look,
drawing
that
all of them.
yeah,
And
that
I
preview
just don't
page
know
right here
how-
that you
how
got
he's
up. Look
able
at
to
the
do it. He's
detail
just-
in
he
his
must just
eyes.
be that damn fast.
Look at that detail in his eyes right there.
Yeah, it's
fucking
awesome,
amazing.
dude. It's just so well done. Yeah, and he doesn't take any like shortcuts. He doesn't take any shortcuts with the panels. He just here's another panel. Each panel
Yeah.
might as well be its own
Yeah,
fucking
it's,
painting.
it's all
Um,
detail.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. So living on an isolated
I'm
life in
excited
a
for this
shadowed
one.
valley surrounded by mountains. Yeah, me too. And a thick forest, a father and son are terrorized by a dangerous supernatural presence. Only the father's dark secret can save them or damn their souls. So, being a single father can be tough, but as long as you got magical, horror powers, you'll be good.
This
I
is
don't know.
this is
Mark
Hannah,
Miller
but
liked
with
it.
like this is Hannah with like vampires.
Yeah. Talk about Lost Boys. There's a Lost Boys homage cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, that's cool. The Last of
Oh,
Us
the Last of Us
video
cover.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rad, dude. That's cool. That's fun. And a blank one, of course. You want to talk this blowtorch Bad Roads, Dave?
It no, it didn't. If
Yeah.
you want to talk about it, you can. It didn't.
No,
It
it
didn't
just
pique my
seems kind of
interest.
like Gundam. It seems kind of like Gundam or mech shit. So, Canary?
Yeah. Canary. Yes, definitely Canary.
Gary's a good pick
Yeah.
for
So,
this week.
Canary is Scott Snyder. Or, no, not Scott Snyder. Is it
It's Scott Snyder. It is
Scott
Scott
Yeah,
Snyder.
and-
Yep.
Dan
Yeah,
Posehn.
and in 1891, a mine collapsed. What was the dark substance found 666 feet underground? Blending modern horror, historical fact, and Western lore, Scott Snyder and Dan Panosian have created a uniquely terrifying thriller. So yeah, it's the final days of the gold rush. They pulled up some uranium, and then the mine collapses, and yeah, things just start happening. I like Scott Snyder doing fucking horror. He's great at it, dude. He's really underrated when it comes to that shit. Even some of his Batman stuff from his Batman run, it had a lot of good horror elements to it, and the guy should not be ignored. This is over at Dark Horse. It looks good. Next,
Uh,
we got next Dying Days.
Godzilla, the Here Be Monsters.
All right, let me talk about Dying Days because this is about Earth having a virus that makes everybody age faster. That seems like a really cool premise. It's on shit. I don't remember the name of the publisher. It's
Yeah. Now
something
you've been I don't
yeah,
remember
Red
who publishes
5
this.
Comics.
Actually, sounds like
It
the
seems like a
premise
really
of an
fun
episode of
premise. I'm definitely
Stargate.
checking
Red
it out.
5
SG-1.
Comics.
Yeah, Red 5 Comics. Yeah, I don't remember an episode of Stargate like that, but that sounds cool. M. Night
There's an
Shyamalan
episode of
did a movie
X-Files
about
where
it
that happens
recently.
on a ship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is an episode of X-Files where that happens. I do remember that. Oh yeah, Godzilla Here Be Dragons number 5. It's Godzilla and pirates. It's dope. Just ignore all of the problems with that and just go with it because it's great. It's great.
Yeah, it's just big up fun.
Yeah. Gun Honey, Heat Seeker, number 4 wraps that series. I've had fun reading that. It's like James Bond, but it's a woman instead of a guy. It's cool. What you got next, Dave? We halfway there.
Big skip to Masters of the Universe: Forge of Destiny.
Cool. We do have a King Spawn in Image because
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, Masters of the Universe: Forge of Destiny hits issue number 3. Good call out there. Another Dark Horse book. Man, Dark Horse don't have many licenses left, but they're doing pretty good with the stuff they have. What else, man? What you got next?
Next on there is Midnight Show number 2.
That's a good series.
Yeah,
That first
I
issue
think-
was really good.
Yeah, the most faint.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
The most infamous cinematic monsters are manifesting in the sleepy town of Cedar Bluff as the world changes, becoming more and more like the gothic setting of classic horror films. A group of would-be victims struggles to survive. Yeah, I have to go back and try to find this. That sounds fun. Sounds cool.
Yeah, there's in the first issue there's a part where they were just like, oh, we're just gonna show this thing and you could see the classic monster movies just come off of the film reel, and that was so good.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That's cool. What next, Dave?
No One number 6. That book took a hiatus and now it's back.
Yeah, this is still the Massiverse with Black whatever and all those. Yeah,
Radiant Black,
it's hard
Radiant Red,
Radiant
Rogue
Black.
Sun, Dead Lucky.
It's hard for me to keep track of all these damn Massiverse books, dude. There's so many.
Well, there's a lot of them, but
Yeah, this one is kind of in the vein of Batman for the Massiverse, where all the other characters are kind of like super powered from like
That's good.
basically the Power Rangers. This one is a little
Yeah,
bit
right.
This one's a little more grounded in reality, like human-based powers and stuff. Let's see. The next book on the agenda here is Red Light #1, which is one I've been looking forward to for a couple of weeks now.
I have
Yeah.
too. Sarah Cho and Priscilla Patrades. It's a red-hot futuristic erotic thriller. Sits at the intersection of sex and technology. So yeah, I'm all over this. This is right up my alley. I love these sorts of books.
Yeah, this is going to delve deep into that whole entire, what is the, red light district and technologies type stuff. This is going to be a very good book to pick up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I think so,
AWA,
too.
and AWA
think
always
it's gonna be
punches
good.
above its weight class. So I'm
It does.
expecting good
It
things
does.
from this
A couple
book.
of variants. Yeah, a couple of variants for that one, including this Frank Cho variant.
Yeah, don't think this is just cheesecake, everybody. This is going to be a really good
Oh
one.
yeah, it's not cheesecake. They're going to be telling story there. It's just going to be some nudity and sex and stuff. What's next, Dave?
Well, unless you
Anything?
want to talk about the Star Trek books, my last pick is up.
Yeah, there's only one. It's the Strange New World Scorpius run #3. It's been fine. It's just a tale from that show basically on a comic book. Everybody looks like themselves. Everybody's sounds like
Yeah.
themselves. with the dialogue. So
It's just
very
the
well
mission
done.
in between missions stuff. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's just you don't have an off season. It's just you get to fill in the
Yeah.
gaps between
I love
what
it.
happened before.
Yeah, or during, or in the middle, and
Or
it's
during
wild,
or in
dude.
the
It's
middle,
so
yeah.
fun. Yeah. We do get a new Stranger Things book. I think from Michael Morrissey and Todor Hirstov. So yeah, there you go. Not really much to say there. It's just a Stranger Things story set in Russia. Street Fighter Omega #1 is out. The Outer Spacemen.
I think that's a
Just
reprinting
seems like,
or
just
follow-up printing.
oh,
'Cause
is
that
it?
came out last week.
Yeah, it might be. Oh,
That's
did
the
it? Okay,
Transformers
cool.
one's #1 second printings.
Yeah, and it's great
Yeah, if
covers.
you
We
haven't
get your
picked up,
classic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
go
have
ahead, Andy.
Optimus Prime giving a suplex to another to the
Yeah,
Decepticon.
right.
That's all you need
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, great covers here with Prime in front of the first face and Starscream in front of the Decepticon. And then my favorite cover for this one, for this second printing, one that is actually making me want to pick up this book in a second printing, is this one. It's just showing. I mean, spoiler alert. Yeah, Bumblebee did not make it.
Yeah,
y'all. He
the
did not
ultimate
make
spoiler.
it. Traveling to
Or
Mars
Bumblebee.
#9 also. Yeah, I think it is, but if you haven't read the book by now, too bad. Traveling to Mars #9, great freaking book, just so much fun. Unnatural Order #1
That's my
coming
last
out.
grab for the week. There's Unnatural Order. That's on my.
Yeah,
I
it
actually have
seems
that
a
coming
lot of fun. It's Chris Yost. He
This is
co-created
gonna be
X-23. He
probably gonna
worked
be
a
hit.
whole lot on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be either hit or miss. I mean,
Yeah, it's Vault Comics. Sorry, Andy got a little delay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be either hit or
Yeah,
miss. I mean, it's not gonna be. It's on my list. I mean, I saw it. It looked good. Then all of a sudden, I saw who wrote it. And I'm like, it might be hit or miss. So
Yeah, but I mean,
haven't
he's
had a chance to
written
read it yet.
movies and he's written movies and stuff like that. They're pretty popular movies. And after the fall of the Britons and the Roman invasion of Hibernia, a captive only known as the Druid is released, sending a darkness across the world, an age of horrors of fire and entrails. So, yeah, it seems kind of like it's a little bit of a horror sort of thing there. We also get a Walking Dead colored reprint because it's Kirkman and it's Image Comics. So, yeah, that seems about it this week, y'all. It is a really light week. Oh, Jeff did make it. Hey, Jeff, no worries, buddy. As long as you're here,
you
dude,
can
we don't
rewatch
care.
it, Jeff.
Even when you're not here,
Yeah. Hey, it's
not
okay that you're
mandatory.
18. You look pretty old for 18.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, I'm 18.
Yeah. So this week, yeah, definitely Red Light from AWA is at the top of my list. Ultimate Universe from Hickman. But man, really, that's about it, dude. There's just not really a whole lot out there.
It seems like 5 or 6 years ago they put all like they made it where like the first week of the month is one where they're just throwing everything at you. But it seems like that paradigm has shifted, and now they save all their books for the last week of the month for whatever reason.
Yeah. And this is the first time in a long time where I don't really care about any of the DC books. I am getting that Scorched Earth Gotham War book, because I want to see, how it ends because I've been keeping up with it. But I mean, besides that, Blood Commandment is going to be great. I can almost like guess my top 3 already. You know what I mean? Next week, and I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe something will surprise me, But yeah, that's it. We got a little bit of a short one this week, huh?
I'm hoping for some surprises on my side.
Yeah, there might be some surprises, but yeah, that's it for us, man. Thanks for listening, everybody. We really appreciate it. If you like what we're doing, check out the Bullies. They got a pop culture show. Leroy and Eli talking all kinds of fun shit. Get links to everything they got going on and everything we got going on over at OutRightGeekery.com. Links to all the socials, videos, audios, merch, including the group, which Andy is in charge of and is doing a great job over there. No bullying in the group.
Hey.
Devo.
That's this guy right here.
Yeah.
If you want to, that is the hilarious thing ever. God damn,
I know, dude. It's still. I saw that thing today too, where Facebook like marked something, and you were like, "No, you didn't," and like immediately you're like, "Oh yeah, you're right, we didn't."
Yeah, Facebook decided like, "Hey, you can't post that." I'm like, "Yes, I can."
Yes, I can.
And Facebook was like, "I'm sorry,
oh yeah,
you're right."
You can. Oh yeah, our bad. Yeah, it was hilarious. I do that and I get booted.
A joke. Get over it. Shoo, go away.
Come back Sunday night at 7. We're going to be talking all about any comic book news and doing a review of at least 2 or 3 of those comics that we just talked about. So yeah, again, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We really appreciate it. Most of all, thanks. Oh, I can do thanks to these jokers for hanging out with this joker.
Waka waka.
We are going to do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
Man, we really did go through it.
There just wasn't much to talk about.
Unless you like Spider-Boy.